Yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Got some real estate inside the 30. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And the Seahawks first down.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
The 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5.
Wilson's pass.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. First carry for Corey Clement. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, 54 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Eagles 14, Seahawks 7. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Buying time to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Play action. Now Wilson. They're going for Jefferson downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14, Seahawks 7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire it deep for Rager. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point up and through by Myers. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can string from anywhere.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now, a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks 48.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wentz. He'll fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st down.
There's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
On the keeper. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run. Cook.
7-yard line.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. For the Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown had 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz looking deep, and this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
first and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to spend. First half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Wilson.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right, and this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Throwing on first is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 29 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Seahawks 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads
on second and goal. Wilson forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Clement. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd
and welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control. And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
To Dalvin Cook.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First down, Seattle.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Derek Barnett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
2nd down.
After the sack on first down, Wilson setting up the screen for Cook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13. but it's third down.
On third down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Airing it out for Olsen. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That is Bruce Irvin using that speed to get in there and blow the play up. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. On first down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On second down, Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Mikel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 81 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Operating from the gun, Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But you identified an open target and put it right on him.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Wentz to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Wentz now on first down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of
now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 31 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. Again, it's Wentz. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.